Congressman Joe Wilson today. I'm very happy he could make it. And Congressman.
Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm the happy one to be here with you, and to be out of Washington. And you need to be aware, as indicated, because there's always new people here. But you need to be aware that I grew up and was born with an appreciation of people of South Asia. My dad served in the Flying Tigers during World War II. And so as I was growing up, he told me how capable and competent and hardworking the people of India are. And so when Indian Americans, I'll tell you the first, it was Harshad Desai, when he first bought a motel here in Casey, I said, I know who you are. And so it really started a great association with me, with the Asian American community, but in particular with motel and hotel operators. Hey, it became my real estate practice. And so, and your success has just meant so much to me. And whether it be any number of Patels, that's good. And we were just talking about the Shah family of Aiken. I just am grateful for my association there. And then any way that I can be available, please let me know. And in fact, it's very special that I'm here. This hotel was Sheraton Hotel. And it was just on December the 18th, 2001, I was elected in a special election. And we had the victory party right here, right around the corner. And so it was a lot of fun because we had, at the victory party, two buses show up for anybody who wanted to go to Washington for the swearing in. Okay, and so it was fun. I can remember that Dr. Kausal Sinha and his wife Arunima had no intention of going to Washington that evening. They thought they were going to be right here in downtown Irmo, but they got on the bus, and so it was a lot of fun. As we went to Washington the next day, I was sworn in, and then people came back here to the hotel to their cars, much to their surprise, because they did not mean to get on the bus. But they were so, it just became such a positive event. Additionally, it was fun too because Dr. Sinha had told me that when I got to Washington that he wanted me to join the India Caucus. So I did. I got with Congressman Ed Royce, who's now chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee. And I actually joined the India Caucus before I joined the Republican Caucus. And so, and then I became, and you should be aware how important the India Caucus, the Caucus of India and Indian Americans is. It's the largest country caucus on Capitol Hill. And then from that I got to work in every way, promoting Indian American community, the relationship between the world's largest democracy, India, and the oldest democracy, the United States. And to see things come together like the Civilian Nuclear Agreement. And also then I got to hire some really outstanding young Indian Americans, even back to the state Senate. I was able to hire Lisa Shah, the daughter of Lena and Suren Shah. And so she was the first South Asian page to serve in the South Carolina State Senate. But she had another distinction you should be aware of. She was also the most beautiful page that ever served in the South Carolina State Senate. I never had another page where I would have other senators come up to me and say, "Who is this?" And so what a wonderful young lady she is, and I'm very proud of her personal success and the Shah family success. And then when I got to Congress, I got to hire people all the way from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, by the way of Chirag Shah. So and then I'm grateful Dino Tepera, whose family has meant so much to me in this community. Dino came up as our legislative director and then chief of staff. So over and over again, I've had the extraordinary opportunity of working with the Indian American community. And another thing, I want to extend an invitation. If you're ever in the Washington area, please come on and visit 2229 Rayburn House Office Building. I have a picture of my dad. It was 70 years ago this year of him standing in front of the Taj Mahal as a first lieutenant in the Flying Tigers. It's just very meaningful to me to have that picture as a permanent reminder of my heritage, your heritage, shared heritage of working together. Now, the issues that we're facing in Washington are just so important, and I was very grateful just 2 days ago that AHOA made a huge difference. We were discussing the joint employer status, and you had extraordinary person, Ms. Panwala, who from Pennsylvania, who explained how the joint employer status, the effort of full and total unionization would be catastrophic on motels and the hospitality industry. And so I certainly know that, and I was able to thank her for coming and remind people again of my appreciation of the Indian American community. And what you're facing is a circumstance where the unions are obviously they're looking for the dues. Okay, they're not trying to represent the God bless them, the workers, but they're looking for the dues, and we've had to fight it right here in South Carolina. And I'm so proud of Governor Nikki Haley. Can you imagine? Many years ago I told I would with the AHOA groups I would point out, hey, we have a young Indian American in this House of Representatives from South Carolina, and now you all know she is the second Asian American governor of the United States. But she also, you should be so proud, has made history in this regard. She's the first female governor in South Carolina in 340 years. So over and over again. And I like to point out that Nikki worked hard. She defeated an incumbent in the Republican primary who at that time, I think she was 32 years old, and the person she defeated had been in office for 32 years. So, but hey, it was tough, and but she didn't give up, and she had a positive message, and she still does. But this effort by the unions to again, not to represent the workers, to produce dues. That's what they're trying to do. And so, but we've been successful with Nikki, and that is when the Boeing Corporation in Charleston, just 3 years ago, they had topped out, and all of you can identify with this. Can you imagine that they topped out their building, 1.1 million square feet. They had 1,000 people employed. And this administration came in, NLRB, watch it again. The chief counsel of NLRB came in and said, you can't build planes there. The good news is that we fought back. And with Congressman Tim Scott, now U.S. Senator, with Lindsey Graham, with Governor Haley, with a very hardworking Attorney General, Alan Wilson, my number one son. As Attorney General, we fought back and won. And so we can do the same thing on other efforts. But it obviously was an effort that to block job creation. And now in Charleston, we have over 7,000 people working at the Boeing facility. And then everybody here benefits because HEY of Aiken makes the interiors for the 787 jetliners. The tubing is made by Zeus of Orangeburg and of Aiken. The cable is made by Prismium Company, which is Italian-Canadian, of Lexington. The painting of the composite jetliners is by Thermal Engineering of Columbia. And so across the state, this has created jobs. And so we will be pushing back over and over again, but the unions are very powerful. They've put over $400 million into a particular political party, and they're looking for a return. And so we just need to be ever vigilant, point out the truth, and then make a difference creating jobs. So I wanted to come this evening, and again, just as I look out, I see a lot of longtime friends. I'm just, and hey, thank you. You're in what was my state senate district. that I represented for 17 years. Now I've represented Congress here for 13 years. So hey, I'm at home, and I'm just grateful to be here with you. And I do want to extend again an invitation. If you're ever in Washington, please visit whomever your Congress member is. But please come by 2229 Rayburn House Office Building and look for the picture of the Taj Mahal, my dad. Another thing, if you've got young people in your family who would like to be an intern, Sharon.
And the United States, we'd like to give him our highest honor, which is the Friend of the Hotelier Award.
That's beautiful. And this will be placed in the office in Washington, very prominent location in the window so you can see it. And so y'all come. So please come by and see if the politician actually follows through on his commitment. Okay. This will be in the office Monday afternoon. All right.
I'll put it in the box for you.
Whenever you're ready.
No, hey, and I'm so happy to have you in Columbia. This is my hometown.
I know that. I know these are all your friends there.
I've represented this community 30 years.
We're so honored to have this Congressman Joe Wilson. This is home for him. This is Columbia, South Carolina. A lot of his friends are here, and he's so happy to be here and so happy to talk to us. So thank you for joining us. Just first of all, tell us a little bit about AHOA and what you think of them.
Well, AHOA is very important to me, and it's very important for jobs in the community that I represent. And in fact, across the district I represent, I'm right in the middle of it, and I served here in the state senate for 17 years, now Congress 13. And the AHOA members are many of the key leaders of our community. They're very active in the Chamber of Commerce. They're very active in Rotary. They provide jobs. They provide entry-level jobs. And that's why I'm very, very happy to be a strong supporter of AHOA.
And they're worried about the minimum wage issue that's going on right now, and they don't want Seattle here. What you can say about that?
Well, it's very serious that the president, I think, is wrong. And you heard what I said was entry-level jobs. When he talks about raising the minimum wage, he needs to finish the sentence, and that is destroy entry-level jobs. And so many of us, all of us, began with a low wage rate to prove ourselves, and then from that, people actually worked hard and then were able to buy the motel themselves. But if they hadn't had an entry-level job, this wouldn't have occurred.
Exactly. And sir, another thing that's bothering everybody is ISIS. And what can you tell us about that? It's a threat to the whole world?
ISIS is a threat to the whole world by creating a safe haven to attack really modern civilization, to attack actually the first people they kill are fellow Muslims. But of course their goal is to attack across Central Asia, to include South Asia, India, and we know they've just established a organization there in India, but obviously another one of their goals is to destroy Western civilization, to destroy Europe, to destroy North America, and so I will be supporting the President's initiatives to stop and destroy ISIS, but I'm afraid that the President has been not very clear. And he's also been in delay. We've known. I presented a map in Congress a year and a half ago warning of ISIS, and now sadly the President sees the danger, but he should have seen this sooner.
And finally, sir, Prime Minister of India, Modi, is going to be visiting the U.S. Will you be meeting with him?
I'm looking forward to rearranging my schedule to either visit with him in New York or Washington. And so this is so important that we maintain the best relationship with the world's largest democracy by the United States, the world's oldest democracy.
Well said. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, I'm not. I'm going to be out.
This is Congressman Joe Wilson of South Carolina. I'd like to wish the viewers of TV Asia happy holidays.
Do one more just in case it's a little louder and closer to you.
Okay, good. This is Congressman Joe Wilson of South Carolina. I'd like to wish the viewers of TV Asia happy holidays.